Hi everyone, welcome to my very first video. My name is Liz. In this video I am going to give myself a quick introduction and just share my debt story and confession with you all. My intention for this channel is to give myself some accountability while also maybe helping someone else in their debt-free journey, as some of my favorite channels in the debt-free community have done for me. Obviously, I'm a little nervous. If this is something that interests you, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I plan on sharing our budgets, cash stuffings, and other tidbits along the way, like where we're at with our debt-free journey. Like I said, my name is Liz. I am in my mid-30s, and my husband and I are expecting our first baby in just a few months. I've always had some kind of budget, or at least financial tracking going on, but now with a little one on the way, we really need to get serious about the knocking out our debt. Going into marriage, my husband and I both had some debts, mostly me, but they were manageable. I had a student loan, a couple low balance credit cards, and a car loan. He just had a car loan. We did struggle a bit the first few years of our marriage, and that's really where the debt just snowballed out of control. We were still recovering from the recession that began in 2008, and I was a low-income earner. My husband had a few bouts of unemployment and layoffs as well. So to try to keep up with the rent and our bills in general, we're starting to use credit cards to cover basic living expenses like groceries and gas for the cars. It basically just got to the point where everything was maxed out completely, and we couldn't even cover the minimum payments for the credit cards that we had maxed out. It was definitely a dark time for sure, but that's also the time that I found Dave Ramsey in that community. Sorry if I'm saying a lot. Using all the free materials that I could get my hands on, we slowly did start digging our way out of that situation, and eventually had some stability, and we both had decent paying jobs. And then I found the debt-free community on YouTube, which was like awesome. So I no longer follow Dave Ramsey. I don't love the way he talks to his callers sometimes. It's kind of demeaning, I feel like. And I think his method, while effective for some, is very aggressive and not realistic for most. I'm in my mid-30s, like I said, retirement is on my mind. And then I'm just not a fan of his vibe, I guess. So I tried multiple budgeting methods, and we started our journey over and over. But then I found the Budget Moms method in late 2019, and it just clicked for me. So that's what I've been using, is her paycheck workbook. And YouTube has become one of my go-tos for inspiration and motivation in my own journey. So that's a very basic idea of our history. Today we have a healthy income, at least I think so. We have let lifestyle creep happen, and while we are comfortable enough to pay all the bills we have and still live a little, it's time to just buckle down and get rid of the dark cloud of debt that has been hanging over us for so long. I want my son to grow up in a financially responsible home and learn about money from a young age, so he never has to experience the feelings of dread and, unhappiness that we experienced as young adults because of our debt, basically. Before I list everything out, we did take out a personal loan at the beginning of February to consolidate a lot of our accounts. we had 2 collections accounts and 11 credit cards that we consolidated. So here we go. Let's see, I'm gonna put this over here. So first we have Fidelity, and I'm gonna list these out in the order in which we intend to pay them off. So Fidelity, this one needs to go first because it just bothers me. We were using it responsibly for a long time, and then over the course of like the past year or so, we just let it get out of control, which you'll see, because our balance is $8,467.72. Interest rate is 15%. The minimum payment is $187. These balances that I'm sharing are as of the beginning of February. Some payments haven't hit yet, so I just and I didn't want to start from January because like I count February as like the true beginning of this restarted journey. Anyway, next we have Merrimack, which has a balance of $518.42. That interest rate is 17%, and that minimum payment is also $187. There's really no story with this card. It's just irresponsible spending on our part. Next is our personal loan. Upstart loan. And the balance on this is $22,000 even. Interest rate is 11.75%, and the payment is $484.34. Now we did, we have not started making payments on this yet. I think the interest rate is okay because the cards that we consolidated into this loan were all really high interest with an average interest rate of 26%. So we will be saving on the interest for sure. There's also no early repayment penalty. So once these two are cleared up, we can go to town on this and not have to pay any extra fees. With this loan, we did pay an origination fee of $1,760, which left us with $20,240 that hit our bank account. I'm not going to list out all the debts that this paid here, but I will say that the amount consolidated was $18,474.90. We also paid my husband's excise tax with some of the money. That was $500.20. And then we kept a buffer / like mini emergency fund in our checking account of $1,000, and then the balance was $264.90, and this will be going to the Fidelity card. Okay, so after the loan we have Toyota. This is my car loan. So I was in an accident last year that my car was totaled. That car was paid off a little bit more, but we were kind of in a tight spot. So this car kind of increased our debt a little bit, but it's not horrible. $14,701.50, 8% interest. Monthly payment is $346.86. And First Citizens. This is my husband's car loan. This is the ugliest one of them all. This one is $33,121. This balance is the balance that was on the last statement that we have. For some reason, I don't know, maybe this bank is just really out of touch with modern technology, but I'm not able to go online and check this account. I mean, I suppose I could call and get the information, but we just go by what's on the statement. That loan is for 4%, and $482 is the monthly payment. So we both have long commutes to work. Having reliable vehicles is important, and he really loves his car, so these two are just, they are what they are, and we'll get through it. Last, I have our Apple Card. This has a balance of $1,632.76, 0% interest, $139.74. This card will be paid off in November. That's why it's like last on here, even though it's the smallest balance, but it's 0% interest and it's an installment plan. So it's just, it's fine. It will pay itself off before the end of the year. Well, we'll pay it off before the end of the year. So all together, gives us a grand total of $87,441.40. So yeah, that's a pretty decent amount of debt, but we'll get through it. Last year we did do pretty good paying down a decent amount of debt, but we were unfortunately still using the credit cards. So basically we were wiping out all our progress as we made it. Now we have stopped using the credit cards completely and started cash budgeting in the middle of January to help keep our spending under control. It's been working really well so far. So the last time I tried to go cash only, it just didn't work because we were very unstable and frankly addicted to the credit. It was just too easy. So my mindset is very different now, and I think that has helped a lot with getting the budget under control. And so our plan is to tackle this is to first get our spending under control, to free up funds to throw at the debt. This is something we've been working on basically since I found out that I was pregnant. I do have a side hustle, a business I own with my sister, but we don't really pay ourselves from that yet. So I'd like to ramp that up and see if we can get some extra income coming in there. I have been toying with the idea of starting like an Etsy shop or something. I like to think that I'm pretty crafty. So maybe just start with like printables, probably budget related. I do have some sheets that I made for myself that I think could be useful for others. But I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, seeing as I am going to be caring for a newborn before I know it. But anyway, that's my confession. I hope this video teaches at least one person what not to do with their money. This was a little embarrassing to make, a little scary to make, but I think it can only get better from here. Again, if you are interested in watching our journey, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I plan on sharing our budgets, cash stuffings, and other little bits of information along the way. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!